Attention! An ancient device to easily obliterate the sun has appeared. The Fallen's plot is finally revealed. The military immediately activated the super weapon, the electromagnetic cannon, taking down the massive Optimus in a flash. The Fallen had already snatched the Matrix, ready to turn everything into dust. To stop this big bad bully, the military locked fire on the pyramid, but the Fallen wiped out all threats in one move. Now, the only one who could stop him was none other than the recently revived Optimus Prime. However, he was still too weak to fight back. At this critical moment, Jetfire stepped. He pulled out his own core, and various parts of his body zoomed towards Optimus. With Jetfire's support, Optimus powered up significantly. Just as the Fallen was about to annihilate the sun, Optimus swooped in and blasted him to bits. Then he was all guns blazing, battling the Fallen, and as Optimus gained the upper hand, the Decepticons decided to backstab him. Optimus was quick on his feet and chopped off one of Megatron's arms. Then he blasted Megatron in the head, and his allies joined the party, knocking Megatron down for good. They then refocused their attention once again on the Fallen, stating, "You have chosen the wrong planet this time. Prepare yourself to face your destiny. Stare into my eyes. You're gonna bite the dust." At this point, Megatron, staring defeat in the face, had to scram with Starscream. But the journey for justice wasn't over yet. A rusty old tanker came to a halt in the desert and suddenly transformed. Lo and behold, it's Megatron back for round 2. His intimidating aura sent all the animals running for cover. Once a ruler, now a chump, but he hasn't given up on his Earth invasion plans. Here he gathered Starscream and the stealthy Soundwave. Megatron had concocted a plan that would be the talk of the universe. He intended to teleport Cybertron to Earth and establish his dominion over the entire planet. To achieve his goal, he sent Laserbeak to control a NASA scientist, but instead of complying, the scientist decided to take a stand. The scientist whipped out 2 guns, but how could he compete with the flying hunk of metal? He was swiftly shoved out the window. Laserbeak was indeed correct. He had just revealed the Decepticons' entire plot to Sam. Then Laserbeak started wrecking the office, targeting Sam. Luckily, Sam was quick and narrowly escaped, and he dashed to the Autobot headquarters with documents in hand. Not wanting to be stopped, he hit the gas, but a roadblock popped up and captured him on the spot. Just in the nick of time, a flash sports car pulled up. It was Bumblebee, successfully rescuing Sam. Sam quickly spilled the beans about what he just learned. The next day, Optimus geared up the Autobots for an all-out attack on the Decepticon leftovers. But surprise, surprise, a giant iron dragon erupted from the ground. Optimus was knocked over and weapons scattered everywhere. His army and shield rushed in for backup, but the military was already in shambles. Our hero, Optimus, showed up and swiftly lopped off the dragon's head. Turns out, that was Shockwave in disguise. Shockwave had no choice but to retreat, while Optimus skulked at the energy sphere on the ground, stunned because that was the core component of the Autobot ship. The pilot of that ship was none other than the former leader, Sentinel Prime, who was also his mentor. Everyone realized our Earth is collectively ours. But how did these items end up in human hands? The current leadership had answers, as this involved a top-secret project from the 60s. When humans first touched down on the moon, discovering jaw-dropping secrets, astronauts found spaceship wreckage, clearly too advanced for human technology. They cleared the dust off and revealed a gigantic metallic skull. Deeper inside, they found the remains of giant robots. And lo and behold, the spirit of the moon was there too. Upon learning this vital info, Optimus rushed to the moon, only to find Sentinel Prime long in. So Optimus brought him back to base and stuffed the Matrix into him, unleashing an energy storm like no other. But when Sentinel woke up, he instantly pinned Optimus to the ground. Seeing his old comet snapped him back to reality. Sentinel hurriedly warned everyone that they mustn't let the Decepticons get the Matrix, wanting to hand the torch to Optimus, helping him lead the Autobots again. But Sentinel declined. Sam sensed trouble, guessing Decepticons stole the Matrix after checking photos. But why didn't they just off Sentinel? Sam quickly gathered a team to visit the base, but surprise. They were met with gunfire, and a battle erupted. The new character Crosshairs made a stylish entrance, while Bumblebee transformed into a turret, running and gunning, perfectly eliminating the targets with ease. However, chaos erupted on the highway, and Bumblebee quickly transformed, but Sam flew off. Luckily, Bumblebee caught him just in time. When they returned to base, surprise! Sentinel suddenly turned on them, punching Ironhide down to the ground. Bumblebee realized they were outmatched, and Sentinel turned to attack humans. By the time Optimus arrived, the place was a wreck. Meanwhile, Sentinel activated the teleport at the Washington Monument, sending waves of energy surging skyward in an instant. And the Death Legion, which had slumbered on Cybertron for centuries, emerged anew upon the world. Countless Decepticons were instantly transported to Earth, wreaking havoc on the streets. Luckily, Optimus arrived just in time to intervene. However, Optimus proved to be no match for him. The disparity in power was evident. Optimus just wanted to know why. Sentinel replied, "I'm doing this for Cybertron, for our home. We're gods on Cybertron, yet here, humans just call us machines. I intend to make humans our slaves." With that, Sentinel didn't outright kill Optimus, but wanted Optimus to witness this grand moment. Meanwhile, Megatron kicked off his final act. He announced to the world that they had come to Earth only to gather natural resources, to restore their damaged planet, but first, he wanted to get rid of all Autobots, to avoid a war with the Decepticons. Surprisingly, the military agreed. The Transformers, who had diligently protected humanity, were unceremoniously kicked off the planet. At the moment of his departure, Optimus conveyed his deepest heartfelt gratitude to Sam, and informed him that even his cherished Autobots were also required to depart. Even though he was heartbroken, they had no choice but to leave. The Autobots flew away from Earth. Humans naively believed that in this manner they had achieved perpetual peace. But they had no idea that the very next second, the Decepticons showed up and blew up the ship. Sam, witnessing the scene from a distance, was left utterly dumbfounded. With the Autobots' protection lost, Megatron no longer needed to conceal his true identity, and he successfully activated the teleport device. Hundreds of thousands of alien troops are being transported and landing on Earth, commencing comprehensive attacks on humanity, leaving no one unscathed everywhere it goes, transforming the entire city into an inferno on Earth, and humanity was completely left powerless to resist them.